Such a large contingent come from one country, come to take on the Aussies best, and we're certainly in for a great night of action, and I'm sure wherever you're watching this from, you're going to be thoroughly entertained over the next few hours.
We have 8, ladies and gentlemen, 8 of England's very finest. I shouldn't say England, I should say the UK's finest, because we have a couple thrown in there that come from Belfast in Northern Ireland. We have 8 of them against 8 of our very toughest Aussies. It should be an absolute classic, the battle for the kickboxing ashes. And in the ring at the moment, you see instructions being given to Robert Minniti, led to the ring by trainer of champions Dana Goodson and world champion Evan Pascalides. Robert Minniti up against Stephen the Razor Dean from the UK. Mark, tell us a little bit about the Razor, Stephen Dean from the UK.
Stephen Dean, he's the oldest of the British team. He's from Leeds and he's trained by Richard Smith. He's a WA Commonwealth champion, so you can surely bet that he's well experienced in the rules that they'll be fighting tonight. 6 fights for 6 wins, undefeated. And what I've been told is that his victories have all come very easily to him, so he's a very powerful and a very clean and tidy fighter. In the other corner we have Robert Minniti. He's also a very tidy fighter. His trainer, Dana Goodson, trainer of such fighters as Stan the Man and many other champions, I think over 50 indeed. And you can bet that Robert is going to be very, very well prepared. And I've seen him fight before and he's a very tidy fighter.
Let's go to our ring announcer, Howard Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Howard Lee on behalf of Diamond Dale Westerman, Diamond Promotions. Welcome to the Knox Netball Centre in Melbourne's Eastern Region, Infantry Gully, on this very auspicious occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, our first bout, it's Australia versus Ireland or England. Would you welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on my right, occupying the red corner, he comes from Leeds, Yorkshire, skating 67.7 kilograms, with his mentor, ISCA triple world champion, Billy Murray. Would you give a warm welcome to Stephen Razor Dean. Stephen Dean. Purple and black belt. Across the ring, representing Australia, Master Dana Goodson, with 68 champions in his stable. From Reservoir, Victoria, 26 years of age, Muay Thai drinks, red and gold, rapid fire, Roberto Minniti. Minniti Dean, your referee, Jared Brisbane. Judges are Terry Clay, Kenny Clark, and Bryce Purposel. 3 rounds of kickboxing, junior welterweights.
Gentlemen, I've explained the rules to you. Have you got any questions? I want a good clean fight, listen to my commands. Good luck to both of you, come out. When I tell you to come out, touch gloves and fight.
Wayne Clausen is your timekeeper. Norman Liu, your ISCA representative at ringside. Opening bout here, Diamond Promotions, The Ashes. Round 1.
Well, the time for talk is over, ladies and gentlemen, as we get underway in the battle for the kickboxing ashes. Robert Minniti opening up with a nice straight right hand onto his opponent, the Razor, Steve Dean from Leeds in Yorkshire, England. Should be a fantastic matchup between these two. Minniti coming from the stable of Dana Goodson, and some nice high kicks there by the Razor, Stephen Dean. Dean going low with a whipping round kick, didn't find the target. Fantastic crowd on hand here tonight at the Knox Netball Complex in Melbourne's eastern suburbs. A whipping high right round kick it was by Steve the Razor Dean. Another whipping high right round kick by Dean, but Minniti quite well guarded up against it. They call Minniti Robert Rapid Fire, and that's why, following his man across the ring with the big right hand, goes downstairs with a leg kick to the outside left thigh of Stephen Dean. A superbly conditioned athlete, Stephen Dean. Just look at the physique on him. And a slapping low leg kick it was. Minniti follows him into the ropes. And your third man in centre ring, referee Bruce Haynes, there to separate both fighters. Big Bruce Haynes, of course, a world champion in his own right, but in the martial art of tile breaking. 21 or 22-time world champion. Slugging right hand by Minniti, didn't connect. And big Bruce Haynes is there to make sure that it's kept nice and clean for both men. Mark the Hammer, a good start to the kickboxing Ashes.
Certainly is, Michael. Well, Robert Minniti is starting very well here. He's certainly looking the goods at the moment. Stephen, on the other hand, is pacing himself, as I think the rest of the British team will tonight. Robert's opting to catch those kicks and then work the punches in, which of course is what put Stephen down earlier in that first round.
Comments from the Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion Mark the Hammer Castanini. Mark the Hammer here at ringside. A good first round, an even first round. We saw some excellent high kicks coming up there from the Razor, but Minniti showing quite good proficiency in the hands department.
Certainly right, Michael. Robert Minniti catching those kicks and then working the hands straight over the top. As you can see here on the replay, there's the kick. He's opting to take him, and then he's trying to get in with his hands, but obviously there's a bit of messy there, bit of a messy scrap, and they've got tangled in the ropes. So as the round went through there, I'd give it slightly at this stage to Robert Minniti. So that's a good start to the Australian team.
Let's rock and roll in the second round of action. It's Minniti opening up with a low leg kick, well checked by the Razor. Both men trading some leather upstairs at the moment. Minniti goes back downstairs with a sweeping leg kick.
Wait, please. Thank you.
Robert Minniti looking very good and well composed at the moment against the undefeated Brit. There's that whipping high right round kick again by Stephen Dean. Minniti comes in with the left hook, didn't quite connect. Minniti with the short left, followed by the right hand, wants to mix it upstairs. Steve Dean backs away and tries to line up the big left round kick. There's the big right one. Minniti follows through with the right hand. And there's a whipping high right round kick of his own, and that really spurred the crowd on. Inside leg kick by Minniti, tried with the thunderous right hand, didn't find the target. Minniti will have to stay well guarded up against those whipping high round kicks of Stephen Dean. Tries to get in close, bridge the gap, and not allow Dean enough room to work those kicks.
Minniti just has to pace himself a little bit here. He's getting a little bit over anxious, and that can sometimes lead to an opening. So he's going to have to just pace himself and work the jab cleanly and then come in with the kicks underneath. But at this stage, certainly Stephen Dean working his nice round kicks.
End of the second round of action. Mark the Hammer Castanini, another ripper of a round. A good even fight so far on my card.
Certainly, Michael. I'd say that round a little bit more even. I would have given the first round to Robert Minniti, but Stephen Dean coming back in that round and looking a little bit more composed. So I'd say his nerves are certainly settled now, and he's looking the goods. Here we see the replay. There's that nice high round kick which he launches with great effect, and Robert Minniti choosing to go with the handiwork and use his boxing skills, throwing a kick of his own there. But certainly that round a lot more even, and I'd say to Robert Minniti, just pace yourself because you've got one more to go.
We're underway in the third and final round. Oh, big overhand right it was by Robert Minniti. Flash on the kisser, he caught Stephen Dean. The doctor's in there. The count being applied by the referee, Bruce Haynes. Stephen Dean, I don't think he'll be getting up. It's good night. And the first win on the Kickboxing Ashes card goes to Robert Minniti of Australia. Mark the Hammer, he caught him flush on the kisser and planted him like a tree.
Well, what a well-placed punch that was. We'll just wait to have a look at it on the replay, which is coming up in just a moment. Here the fighters touch gloves and they break. Robert just working it and coming in with that big overhand right, which the Dana Goodson stable is renowned for. Of course, that is one of Stan the Man's favourite techniques. So the big overhand right puts an early night or an early finish to the night of Stephen Dean from Leeds.